So there's like a trend going on TikTok where people with autism sit there and shred autism parents, basically, because we as autism parents don't understand, and they would shred autism parents in a way, in a word. That's the way I see it. So here's a little example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's get into the video if I lose my mind. Hey special family, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Autism Mom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. If you'd like to be part of the family, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever we post a video. There's a trend on TikTok where autism parents are basically like the devil. And why, I don't understand. But if you was cussing out an autism parent and it was a parent that abused their child, neglect their child, or use the child as an income, I would join you in cussing that parent. Yeah, I would. But that's not the case. Here are some reasons why autism mom are catching all this flack. Let me give you a TikTok compilation, shall I?
This is my interpretation of how autism moms are when they ask for a safe space. Everyone just gets so mad at me whenever I talk about my experience of having an autistic child. I don't see how anyone or why anyone would be angry at you for just sharing what it's like to be a parent to an autistic child. Oh my god, you get it. Like, you understand that it's just so horrible to have an autistic kid. Like, that's why he's an ABA, because, like, it's really helping with all of his tantrums where he just screams and, like, I hate it and he's horrible. And, like, if I could go back, I wouldn't have had him, but, you know. Okay.
When autism moms try to educate autistics on autism.
Shut up.
So someone in the comment asked a genuine question why autism moms have such a bad reputation, because not all autism moms are bad. And this lady kind of summarized it a bit, and this is what she had to say. Why do autism moms have such a bad reputation? The trauma autistic individuals face sometimes cause us to lash out at traumatized parents, and it's a vicious cycle. Okay, I'll give you that. But it's not the parent that causes the trauma for you to lash out most of the time. Someone with autism, their meltdown comes like whiplash. You don't know when it comes. Anything could set them off. So how is it the parent's fault that the child with autism had a meltdown or lashed out? And I'm happy that you, as an autistic person, can sit here and make videos about it, but you don't have any kids and you're not on the other side of the fence to see how that feels. It's like me coming and hitting you out of the blue because I didn't like the color sweater you had on. Is it your fault that you didn't know I didn't like that color? Like, but okay. It's a vicious cycle. Yeah, but the mom didn't create it. That's the part. Let's continue. What's the next one she had? Autism moms usually refer to a group of parents with autistic children who distrust or seem to outright hate autistic adults, especially those who speak out against ABA therapy. Pause right there. And if I'm wrong or on any of these points, I always tell you guys I'm never too old to learn. Leave a comment below so I can see your point and maybe change my point of view. Because maybe I don't look at it like that. You know, I'm not perfect. Autism mom not all autism moms refer to a group of parents with autistic children and who distrust or seem outright to hate autistic people. All the autism parents I know, they don't hate autistic people because they have autistic kids themselves. So how can they hate autistic people? I don't get it. I have an autistic child and he's the love of my life. He's my world. Whether he has autism or not. He's in a bike club with special need kids. And all the parents are there to support their autistic child. So, and we're a group of autism parents. How do we hate autistic people? And it's funny, after we done gave you a roof over your head, you grew up, you became who you are, now we're the enemy. After we done gave up our life to make sure you're okay so that you could sit here now and make these videos as if we're the bad people. Ain't that a blip? Okay. Especially those who speak out against ABA therapy. I see that you guys have a thing against ABA therapy, and I'll give you that. When ABA first started, it was very abusive. Times have changed. My son is in ABA therapy. No one has beat him. No one has abused him. No one tell him he can't stim. No one tell him he can't do his quirky moves. Hell, he stims on the therapist. So if I see that ABA is teaching him to brush his teeth and he doesn't like brushing his teeth, I should leave him to get plaque and gum disease and cavities because he doesn't like brushing his teeth, and ABA is poison to teach him to brush his teeth because I can't teach him how to brush his teeth. It sounds crazy. I'm not gonna sit there and let somebody abuse my child in the name of therapy. I'm not crazy. I'm a parent first. So I don't know who you're talking about, but yeah. Next point. She goes on to say, the distaste and distrust of autism moms is not completely invalid. Okay, she gave us a brownie point. Hold on, but there's a but. What did we learn in school about but? Anytime somebody used the word but, they disqualify everything they said. But let's see. But it includes some misogynist ideas. Moms are often held to a higher standard. Why? Because we're God, we're Jesus, we don't have feelings, we don't feel pain. When my child chokes the hell out of me, why would I feel anything? I'm immortal. Is that the standard you're talking about? And spread more time caregiving than other individuals. It's funny how y'all only talk about moms like moms just conceived this child by Jesus Christ himself. We're talking about moms, not Mary. But I don't see the dads being called anywhere, but okay. You see how this going down the hill? But okay, let's continue. Maybe there's more. Oh, there's more. Mothers of autistic children are victims of a professional system that thrives on scaring them so they will pay money to fix their kids. First of all, you can't fix autism. I can't fix my kid. But what I can do is help my child help himself. Let that sink in for a second. Example, just maybe if you don't get it. My son doesn't like to brush his teeth. I'm coming back to the teeth because that's the only example I know how to give you right now without being in my feelings. Should I just let him be because that's his voice? I don't like brushing my teeth, so we'll just let plaque, gum disease, cavities go because you do not like to brush your teeth. That's not how that works. Whether you have autism or not, you know that there are rules and regulation in the household. That doesn't only go to the autistic kids, also the ones that don't have autism. You, whether you have autism or not, I know right from wrong. I'm going to correct you if you're doing something wrong. So that label autism doesn't stop me from teaching my child right from wrong. And no professional system is going to push me into doing something that's not beneficial for my child. If I see something that could benefit my child, I participate. If I see it doesn't benefit my child, I don't include it. How should I put this without being an A? Any choice that a parent makes for his or her underage autistic child, they're doing it with the idea that it will benefit their child, not with the idea that they're trying to fix the child, because I'm pretty sure they've done the research and know that autism isn't fixable. You can't fix it. We accept it. We might not like it because they harm themselves or hurt themselves or try to hurt you. That's the part we don't like, but not that we don't like the child. We cannot fix the child, but we can make that child help themselves function in society, because we won't always be around. You probably don't have kids, but as a parent, that's the first thing you think about. I need to make sure my child is self-sufficient because I won't always be around to pick up the pieces. So until you have a child with special needs, I don't care if you have autism. You will never know what it is to be the parent of a child with autism. You will never know what it is to give up everything you like, want, and need for the child to be comfortable. So until you've walked a mile in that shoe, then you come back with this statement. See, I'm already going off rails, but let's see if she got more. Oh, she got more. Support groups often turn from venting about real struggles to a cesspool of negativity about autistic neurology, because the lack of support the parents receive is blamed on the child autism. I haven't met an autism parent yet who blamed the lack of support on the child's autism. Last time I checked, they blamed it on the government, that they were stripping away all the resources because the child really needs it. I never seen a parent come to me and be like, because of his autism, we can't get ABA. Because of his autism, we can't get speech therapy. I've never heard that one. So, yeah, we don't blame the lack of support because of the child's autism. That lack of support is blamed on the state for taking away resources. So I think we might want to dig deeper. And if I'm wrong, you can always correct me in the comments. I'm never too old to learn. I don't know everything. Let's see if there's more. So that was the last part. There's no more. But these are some of the videos that you see on TikTok bashing us moms. Don't come for the dads though. Yeah, that was that for that video. So, you know what? Apparently, you don't know what it is to be a mom, and you don't know what sacrifices look like being an autism mom. So let me show you some, not all, just a fraction of things we as autism moms, since you came for us, give up so you can be comfortable, so you can sit up here and bash us, So you had a good life to the point that you can sit here and call us out because we are so bad. This is how our life had to change.
Had a rough day with Graylin today. I might end up with a black eye. Doesn't look good. And she bit me. Autism can really suck.
Let's take a tour of surviving autism in our house. Whole family had to switch to bar soap for everything. This is actually shampoo. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all of it, bars, because he dumps everything out. Here's my food pantry. Yes, that's a lock, because he cannot be trusted. He will make a huge mess in the middle of the night if he has access to food. All of the doors leading to the outside have a keypad entry. My husband and my kids, we all practice this. We can do it in the dark, blindfolded, but he can't get out. Control lock on the microwave. He actually started a house fire. That wasn't fun. Lock on the refrigerator. All the same. More locks. We can't get out into the garage and start a car. Wooden blocks or dowel rods in all the lower level windows so he can't get out. Even some inside doors have these locks. This is a bathroom. This is far away from the rest of the house and we don't know if he gets in there and he floods it. This handy dandy little pull tab will stop the water from flowing once it gets warm. We do this because sometimes he turns on the shower, walks away, and we don't know he's done it, and then we have no hot water. 90% of his carpet is covered with rubber mat. TV and plexiglass because he's broken many. Homemade hydraulic squeeze machine. Those are just some tips.
Our 3-year-old eats anything off the floor, so the floors do have to stay clean. When she drinks, a lot of times she does cough, but don't worry about it. As long as she's coughing, it's fine. But if she starts making, that like nonverbal, then you're going to need to do the Heimlich. She does stim a lot in front of her eyes like that. It's completely fine. She's self-regulating. She doesn't ever respond to her name, so you're going to need to get right in front of her because she is visually impaired. The 2 youngest do not have safety awareness, so you need to keep a really good eye on them. Our 4-year-old, he only has about 6 words, but usually if you're a new person, he's not going to say anything with you. He'll be completely not speaking. He does make a lot of vocal stems. That kind of sounds like a dinosaur, but it's fine. He will overstuff his mouth, so you want to make sure that you are portioning out his food. Every hour, you need to give him a break away from the tablet, or when you try to take it away, he's going to have a meltdown. If he seems thirsty and you've tried milk, water, and juice, and it's still not working, then go get some Pediasure and see if that works. If that doesn't work, then he's probably just about to have a meltdown and you need to ride it through, and then after the meltdown is over, you need to re-present all the options. If you're here for bedtime, make sure you give him a melatonin and you do put him in a safety bed and lock up the door, because if not, he will hurt Penelope. Our 6-year-old has an excessive amount of energy and he does chew on his shirts a lot, so make sure he has his chewy at all times. It's good to have 5 or 7 toys out for him that he can cycle out every 5 to 8 minutes. Him and Liam, the 4-year-old, are not allowed to play together. They're like oil and water. They don't mix. Noah will forget to eat and then he'll start having some behavioral issues because he'll be like so hungry. So make sure that you're feeding him on a schedule or reminding him to eat on a schedule. Lex and Noah can play together, but it needs to be closely monitored. And if either of them start to get a little agitated, you need to immediately separate them. It will turn bad fast. Our 3-year-old likes to play in toilet water, so make sure the bathrooms stay locked. All 4 of our kids are elopers, so you need to make sure that when we leave, all 3 locks to each of the 3 doors are locked, and then the 2 alarms are set, and then the home security is set as well. Oh, and the kids that like to take off their clothes all day, I will leave you some extra to like do double layers. Our 6-year-old is not a big eater, so he has 1 to 2 Pediasure shakes with every meal. Super easy. You're gonna have so much fun.
PSA to all you asshole people out there who want to comment rude, nasty things about people with special needs children. If you don't have a special needs child, you don't get to tell us how to parent said special needs child. My son is about to be 7. He is nonverbal. He still wears a pull-up to bed at night because God forbid I let him wake up in a puddle of his own piss. My son also has a device that talks for him. Oh my God, I gave my son a voice. I am a horrible fucking parent.
I'm not going to prolong this any further. I just want to say, I love that you guys voice your opinion. But a coin has 2 sides. You have to call a spade a spade. We should be able to voice our opinions too. You can't be the only one that has feelings and not expect the parent that's giving up their life to make sure their kid is comfortable, that they can have a feeling of what they're missing out on, of what it could have been. So be fair. And if I didn't say something right, please correct me. Leave it in the comments.
How you doing? Did you have any meltdowns today? That's good. You're doing a good job. Remember, you're all they have. You're their voice. And you're doing a great job. And if you need to take a break, try to take a break. You're only human. Did you eat something today? Go take that cookie for yourself. I gotta tell you, I was giving my kid melatonin to help him fall asleep. All of a sudden, he stops taking it. What do I do now? He's going back to his old sleep routine. I know. What are we gonna do? I just hope that it ends. Is everything okay with you? Do you want to tell me anything? Okay, here's a hug.